You opened your heart, you felt something shift in your soul. You started awakening, and just when you were ready to go deeper, they vanished. No explanation, no closure, just silence that echoed louder than their presence ever did. And now you're left asking, why would they leave when I finally became everything I was meant to be? It doesn't make sense. It feels cruel. But what if I told you they didn't leave because of what you did? They left because your light got too real. In this video, I'm going to explain why so many twin flames pull away right after your awakening, and why it might be the most sacred part of your journey. This isn't about rejection, it's about resonance. Let's talk about what your soul already knows, and your heart is still trying to understand. So what really happens when you awaken? When you begin to awaken spiritually, something deep within you shifts. You start to remember who you are. You begin detaching from the illusions, the fear, the patterns, the pain. You rise into your light, and your energy changes. You become more present, more intuitive, more aligned with your truth. But this energetic shift doesn't always feel safe for your twin, especially if they haven't begun their own awakening yet. To the unawakened twin, your rise can feel like pressure, like confrontation, like a call they're not yet ready to answer. They may not even understand what's happening, but their soul does. And the soul begins to stir, triggering fear, resistance, and confusion in the human self. That's when they pull away. Not because you pushed them, but because you woke up and it scared them. So why does your awakening trigger their departure? Your energy starts reflecting everything they're not ready to see. Their shadow, their patterns, their pain, their soul's calling. And even though their heart recognizes you, their ego isn't ready to face itself. So they run, they block, they ghost. They say confusing things like, it's not the right time, or you deserve better, when really they're saying, I'm not ready to rise with you. This is where it gets confusing, because deep down, you both know it's real, but one of you is still resisting the change that real love requires. And so the journey splits, not to end the connection, but to prepare for it. So why is this separation actually sacred? When they pull away, it feels like abandonment, but on a soul level, it's actually an invitation for them to awaken on their own, to face their wounds without leaning on your light, to grow without clinging to your energy. And for you, it's time to anchor, to integrate your awakening, to build your foundation strong, sacred, and steady. Because union isn't just about love, it's about alignment. And sometimes, the only way two souls can align is apart. This distance, as painful as it is, creates space for the healing to begin. You're not being punished, you're being positioned. So what should you do during the silent stage? This is not the time to chase, to beg, to lose yourself trying to bring them back. This is your time to rise. It's time to deepen your spiritual gifts, anchor your boundaries, love yourself more than you ever have before. Heal not for them, but for you. Because when you stop waiting to be chosen, you become magnetic, you become whole, and your twin, if they're meant to return, will rise to meet you. If not, the love you were seeking will still find you, in a new form, in a healed soul, in divine timing, but only after you stop chasing brokenness and start embodying your wholeness. Say to yourself, if I'm waiting, I'm not rising, but when I rise, all things meant for me return in truth. So if they pulled away after you awakened, please hear this. It wasn't a failure. It wasn't a punishment. It wasn't a sign to go back to sleep. It was the universe making space for their evolution and for your embodiment. You did not lose them by rising. You called them forward, and now it's up to them to meet you. Until then, choose yourself, love yourself, become the version of you that no longer needs them to validate the truth you already know. You are love, you are light, you are whole, and you are rising. Thank you so much for joining me today on Moon Mist Journeys. If this message touched your heart, leave a comment below and write, "I am rising." And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more sacred truths, channeled soul letters, and guidance on your divine journey. Until next time, trust the silence, honor your growth, and know you are never walking alone.